Hello and welcome to Kenya on the Move. I am your host Leona Kicho, and this is a technology episode. And in this episode, we are going to feature cybercrime in Kenya and see how it is affecting the lives of many Kenyans, from individuals to organizations. Our reporter Ian Odhiambo will take us through this.
Rapid technological development has provided vast areas of new opportunity and potential sources of efficiency for organizations of all sizes. These new technologies have also brought unprecedented threats.
Cyberspace is unregulated and is increasingly simple and inexpensive to commit cybercrime. Criminals can even buy off-the-shelf hacking software complete with support services. Kenya has in the recent past seen increased internet security threats, which range from hacking to stolen digital identities and even malicious takedown of content. The cases have mostly affected businesses, but individuals have also suffered from these incidents.
Rianu Limited, in partnership with the USIU and Paladin Networks, launched the annual Kenya National Cyber Security Study, which is in its 4th edition. According to the report, Kenyan companies have in the last year lost Kenya shillings 17.5 billion to cybercrime.
It also states that the number of cases related to mobile money has dramatically risen over the last year, with most of them involving social engineering, malware, and account personifications. E-commerce platforms, on the other hand, have seen a rise in the number of online scams, ATM card skimming, and identity theft incidents. In addition, incidents of malware targeting critical mobile and internet banking infrastructure are on the rise. Another factor cited as the main cause of these cases is the low level of security awareness by companies and their employees, where technical training of employees is insufficient.
I think that hacking is a very violent thing to do, and I've never been hacked before, but I have friends who have been hacked for their accounts, and it is normally so depressing because it's privacy of information which someone has tampered with, and it affects their social life. It affects how you move around, what you tell people. You feel like someone has it's like they have their life on their hands, and that is very bad. So it really affects someone if you are hacked, and it's not a good thing.
That was all we had on this segment of the show. We head over back to our host Leon. Reporting for Kenya on the Move, I am Ian Odhiambo.
Tangu nipateko kweli hii Viper Business 3, yani yenye nalipanga tu 10,000 kwa mwezi moja, vitu zimeendanga tu yani nywe. Communication is my currency, ni efficiency papa. Na Viper gives you the fastest superior quality internet connection. Handi papa, tumbukizake tukuku hiyo protocol tukanekako si.
Fiber is now available in Kakamega. Mr. Molembe here uses Fiber Business 3 in his Ingo supplying business. Get Fiber Business today with a connection that suits your business needs with speeds of up to 100 megabits per second. Powered by Jamii Telcom.
We'll feature some of the IT experts in Kenya, and here we have Colin Souma. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So can you tell us your understanding or your comment about cybersecurity in Kenya, and what kind of measures should users take while they're online?
Okay, what I can say about cybersecurity in Kenya right now, as in, according to my understanding and what I've seen, there has been reports, like, let me talk about communication security in Kenya. If you look at the reports on cybersecurity from, let's say, ranging from 2012 to the current, the state it has grown in a large number, and we can say that farms everywhere and people, as in all the interconnected people, they suffer these thing about cybersecurity that's taking into account everything, our technology and our day-to-day devices and everything, and they can say that it affects a lot of people, from the citizens down there and ground up to the companies, to the corporations. everywhere there's a loophole, and you can say that not everyone is taking into concern the analysis that it really should be to get to know what the loopholes and the challenges that make cybercrime active. You see.
So welcome back to the show. This is Kenya on the Move, and we're joined by Arvin, an IT expert. So just let him introduce himself.
My name is Arvin. I'm an IT expert with a specialty in cybersecurity.
There's this craze, there's this new thing that called ransomware that has affected countries globally. So can you tell us more about this ransomware that is affecting many lives?
First of all, the ransomware that has affected most of the countries in the globe at the moment is called WannaCry. It's a cryptography kind of ransomware. So what it does, it traps your details and demands for ransom. That's why it's called a ransomware. So exactly how the process works, it works in such a way that there has to be three people for ransomware or for a hack to happen. There has to be three people involved. There's the offender, then there's the receiver, and then there's the gateway, supposedly called the internet. So what it does is that when the offender sends the code, the malicious code to the receiver, it has to go through the gateway. So when the gateway allows it accesses it goes to the receiver, and then when it reaches the receiver, it reaches in form of an email, where there are so many forms in which the email can reach the receiver, but one of the most commonly used is by maybe they clone a reputable email. They clone a reputable site, in that they just clone a reputable site. Then they send the site has a link. You see, so it prompts you to enter your login credentials. When you enter your login credentials, the hackers on the other side are able to pick up your information. So when they pick up your information, that's how they are able to gain access to some of your details, and that's how they get hold of your details and demand and encrypt your files. So when you want to decrypt them, they ask you to pay a ransom, a certain amount of money depending on how they want it, and then that's how it comes about. Yes.
So okay, one of the ways that they ask for those ransoms, they ask you to pay using bitcoins. It's not the first time that Bitcoin has been associated with crime. Drug dealers use bitcoins to conduct their transactions. So can you tell us more about these bitcoins?
Okay, so the Bitcoin is a currency. It's an online currency that many people use it, maybe for good purposes or even for bad purposes. But mainly, all I can say about the Bitcoin is that maybe for some people they can say it's the future of currency, but then for some others they can say it's not really the future of currency, because it's independent on variables like the current currency that we have, the shillings, the shillings that we have. They are dependent on variables like economic standards and the economic livelihoods of people, the standards of living, and so many other factors. But then the Bitcoin is not influenced by any of these factors. It's just on its own. It's like a network it's like a chain of money is flowing from place to place. But all you have to do is just to access it. So when back to your question, why is it that they use Bitcoin so much? It's because it's untraceable. For the first thing, it's untraceable, it's easily reliable, and the chain of access, it's fairly good. So that's, I think, why they prefer Bitcoins to real cash. Yeah.
Okay, so a report released by Seriano Limited recently released says that Kenyan companies lost 17 billion from cybercrime, and this is an increase from 2015 where they lost 15 billion. So what contributes to this?
The increase to from 15 billion, as Seriano had stated, to 17 billion is caused by current, as per what I can say, and as per statistics can prove that currently there are so many uniquely modified malwares being generated each and every day. So these malwares, some of them are ransoms, some of them are just malwares that cause disruption or loss of critical data. And one key point that you have to notice that when critical data is lost of an organization or a business, that causes loss to some great extent to the business. So when that 17 billion, I can say it arose because of maybe increase in malware attacks and other factors considered. Yeah.
So is it that Kenyan companies do not take cybersecurity seriously, or what's the issue?
Kenyan companies and organizations or institutions, they are not investing as much as it should be in terms of security of their personal data. They invest heavily in infrastructure and how to, but not how to secure their crucial data.
So if a hacker was to hack an organization, what would he target? Is it an employee, or can you tell us who will be most vulnerable to attacks in organizations?
For an organization, we have to understand that organizations are made up of people. So for a hacker to penetrate into an organization, they have to first of all find a vulnerable employee. A vulnerable employee is one who has the passwords, weak passwords, one who browses the internet unknowingly, one who accesses malicious sites. That's a vulnerable employee. So they exploit that vulnerability of that employee and in turn exploit the organization. So that makes it possible for them to perform a hack.
So do you think that the government is doing enough to curb this cybercrime?
The government is trying. I cannot say that they're not doing enough. It's trying because currently there are so many forums in terms of forums and trainings and that addresses cybersecurity issues. Basically, there's so much training going around of late, so the government is trying the best it can.
So lastly, so what would you tell users to avoid doing while they're online, or what measures they should take to make sure they're not vulnerable to attacks by hackers?
First of all, when browsing, assuming like right now you're on the internet, you have to consider that you have to check first of all that your URL. It has to be HTTPS. For the S at the end of the HTTP stands for secure. So your website URL has to be secure. That's the first thing. Then the second thing, you have to have a proper antivirus system installed, such as McAfee, Kaspersky, or any other antivirus system that is trustable. Thirdly, you have to stop clicking at the malicious links or ads that might be popping up on your screen, because frequently the hackers play with people's mentality. They just attract you with a few things like how to earn money online, such kind of things. So supposedly if you're ignorant enough, you click how to earn money online and then it redirects you to another site that might be malicious. In that way you might be exposing your personal details and also the details of your institution to attack by a hacker.